One of the main things I want to talk about today is the broken end joint. So this broken end joint, as you can see, maybe you can see it in the camera, there's a crease right behind the end of the edge here. And what's happening here is that's causing this locking system to be broken and fractured. So a couple of ways to prevent that is to make sure that you're lining it up properly during the installation process, and also that you're not uninstalling it incorrectly, because that can also break that end joint. And if that is left in the installation, over time, that end joint can start falling apart. So I'm gonna show you a couple of ways that it can happen, then I'm gonna show you a way to prevent it. So the number one way it can happen, obviously, is misalignment during the installation. So say you get your product over here, and it's good here, but you haven't really locked this side down yet, and you start with your tap. When you put that down, it fractures this little area right here because it's kind of sitting crooked. So that's a good way to crack that joint, and you got to make sure that that doesn't happen. So by doing the way you would do that would be locking the long side in just like so it's flat, and bringing the other piece over and locking it in all the way down the long side. So now I'm sitting nice and flat, and I have the ability to tap this end joint nice and flush. So you've seen those two ways. One way was the incorrect way, where I misaligned it and I tapped down on it, and that caused it to break here. The other way that this end joint can be compromised is when you're uninstalling it. Say you get into a room and you don't have, the patterns are too close together in the color system, so you want to take a couple of them out. The correct way to take this kind of product out is to slide this end joint back and forth like so. See how easy it slides out? I'm going to slide it back into place so I can show you the incorrect way. The incorrect way to do it is like this right here. So it will not come out. I'm pulling on it as hard as possible, and it finally does pop out, but what ends up happening is it breaks that end joint there. So if you don't notice that, or if you think it's perfectly fine, and you try to tap it back down in place, unfortunately, it will lock back down in place, but it's always going to have this crease down the end of it. So over time, that's going to cause issues.